Welcome to another episode of Golf Subpar. Sleazy, we got a lot to get into today. Big WGC this past week.
Correct.
Puerto Rico Open.
Check.
Victor Hovland, champ. And possibly our favorite interview of all time, Kiradech Aphibarnrat.
I don't know where we go from here, dude. For me personally, this is the guy. This is the one dude. Hey, do you want to interview? I want the rat. I want him in studio. And we got it in week 3. So a lot to live up to.
I mean, I've known Kiradech, but all I've pretty much said hi to him.
Right.
And for him to come in and sit down was awesome.
Was
you
so
were starstruck.
Oh, like Tiger could have walked in and I would have been, hey, what's up? And then the rat walks. I was like, oh my God, it's the rat. He came in like glowing lights. It was like seeing Jesus come in.
So we have a great interview with him. And then afterwards, we're going to get into our gambling picks for the Honda Classic.
The debut of our gambling picks, which this is going to be very intense.
We've decided we're going to make 4 picks.
Correct.
Okay. We're going to add up money for the whole year.
Total money won for the whole year, ending at the end of the FedEx Cup.
Loser. Caddies for the other guy.
18 holes,
Whisper
no
up.
rules. Video will be involved. This is one I don't want to lose, dude. Like, honestly, like I'd rather hand you some money. There's a lot of other things I'd want to do than be your little butler, your little club butler
Are
for
we
18 holes.
caddying, or am I actually
for you,
one of us actually carrying
if I
the
lose,
bag?
I'm definitely not caddying. You don't miss any fairways. But if I win, which I will, you're going to need to get your ass out there and look for my ball because it could go a number of directions.
Do we get to dress each other?
I think that's appropriate. I think
Okay.
a bib with a name on the back of the other person's choosing too. Like, this is more than money. This is I
way
would
more
much
than money.
rather hand you over some cash than lose this bet. To be under your employment, to be employed by you for 4 hours with a camera involved. I got sweaty palms just talking about it.
I can't
I
wait.
want no part of this.
It's going to be exciting. I think we have to settle up at Whisper Rock so we can have all our friends and people out there.
Part of it is the humiliation that goes along with
big humiliation.
it. Yeah, exactly.
So that's going to come after the interview. But Sleaze, right now, we got Patrick Reed winning the WGC down in Mexico City.
Correct.
8th tour win, 2nd World Golf Championship event. He won this event when it was played at Doral a few years ago. What do you I mean, with all the stuff that's been going on, okay? I don't know if you know, but he's been accused of a few things lately.
Fill me in on that.
So we have the whole, Brooks telling him he was building sandcastles.
Yeah, I got that.
Down in the Bahamas, Peter Costas comes out and just says he's seen him move his ball 4 times.
Yeah, bit of a gash to the reputation.
But none of this seems to faze Patrick Reed. Like, if I was accused of cheating, I would go, I'd be embarrassed to go in front of my peers.
Crawl in a hole.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to be seen.
I mean, that's like the worst thing you can be called.
It's one of the only things I think that can happen to you that never leaves you, right? Like cheating in the game that you're playing. You can do a bunch of stuff off the golf course. We've seen it with athletes across sports, any football, baseball, basketball, all kinds of off the field stuff that goes on. Fans are quick to forgive and forget. You own up to it, boom, it's over. Cheating in the game, especially in golf, like it's different than baseball, steroids, right? That was almost part of the culture for a while. Golf cheating, like, dude, can you name another person that's been accused of cheating by other players, media, basically everyone in golf? I can't.
Yeah, but it's
publicly.
Yes, not publicly.
All right, there's some chatter around some players that like, hey, this guy or that guy, but like not to the point where it's like every TV show, every golf talk show you go on to, it's all Patrick Reed. Players are coming out. Tours getting involved saying, hey, stop talking about Patrick Reed. They're almost like defending him. It's gotten that big. So, I mean, you got to give him props for the way he's played. I don't know many guys in the world that could come under that level of scrutiny and come out and win one of the biggest golf tournaments in the world. You got to tip your hat to the way he's playing golf. But, like, man, he thrives. I don't think there's anything from this point on that can be said about the guy that's really going to hurt him if everything up to this point hasn't.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with a chip on his shoulder. There's no doubt. I mean, an impressive win. 1 shot over Bryson DeChambeau. The guy's short game is absolutely ridiculous. Like, he doesn't hit it that great if you look at his numbers. I mean, to be honest, he's over 180th in driving accuracy, like 170 in greens and regulation. He hit something like 60% of his greens for the week down in Mexico and won the golf tournament.
Yeah, you look at every other big name dude, the guys winning all the tournaments, your Rorys, your DJs, like they're the best with the driver. That's like the thing that everyone's trying to get to. Like they hit bombs, right? Don't even worry if you hit it straight, just hit it super far. Patrick Reed, not the longest in the world, but he's definitely not the most accurate either. His ball striking stats, not great. He's doing it a way that most people say you can't win on tour these days, by chipping and putting it. You know, that's kind of the old school way. But he's proven people wrong.
That's what's so cool about the game, though, is like him and Bryson DeChambeau arguably play like the most exact opposite game. Like Bryson hits it far, hits it pretty solid, doesn't chip it that great, and the putter is probably his weakness.
Right.
And yet these two are battling it out coming down the stretch on a Sunday. It was cool to watch. And Patrick Reed made a huge birdie on 17 to basically take a 2-shot lead into 18. And Was able to make bogey on the last to wrap it up.
Nice way. 2-shot lead going in 18. A lot nicer than one. But, yeah, that's a golf course, too. When you look at that golf course, all the dog legs, the trees and stuff. Like, that's not a place, in theory, that you should be able to not drive it straight and win. Because you don't even really need that many drivers, dude.
There are trees everywhere.
It's everywhere. You saw guys punching out. Justin Thomas hitting left-handed, fades out of the trees. Like, if you don't hit it straight there, that's stress. And he didn't necessarily hit it all that straight. Still won. He putted it better than anyone in the field by a mile. There you go.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I love the golf course because there's trees and dog legs like you said, but it gives you so many options. Like you see guys blasting it over the corner and hitting it 400 and something yards at altitude and driving it up right in front of the greens, and then another guy in the group will hit a 3-iron and be 120 yards behind him. And there's just so many different ways to play it. I love golf courses like that.
Yeah, like number 10, I remember, that's one of the holes you need to, slice it off that tee, basically. But you can drive it right up by the green if you do that. Patrick Reed, not a guy that fades the ball really well. Only guy in his group pulls out an iron, he hits it down there. Like, there's so many options. But if you take the driver, take the aggressive play, and miss it, it's stress. It's problems. There's OB, there's trees and things like that. I like courses that give you options, and that course definitely does it.
It does. So, big congrats to Patrick Reed on his win. Shout out to our guy, John Rahm, finished third. Guy plays good every week.
Standard issue.
Pretty awesome. I'll tell you another thing that's kind of interesting about this last week is Justin Thomas took the 54-hole lead into Sunday once again and did not convert. That makes him – he's 8 of 12, I believe, now with 54-hole leads.
Pretty good clip still.
It is very good. But 2 over par Sunday, ended up finishing 6th. What do you make of his performance on Sunday?
I don't know. Like you just mentioned, he's closed 8 of the 12 54-hole leads he's had. That's a pretty damn good clip. I think we just expect too much of these guys, these top 5 guys, every time they're in the hunt. Like, oh, there's no way he doesn't get it done on Sunday. It's just so hard. There's always somebody coming up behind you. Somebody's going to play a good round. It's just not that easy to close out a golf tournament. And I think we set these top-tier guys to a different standard. We're so used to seeing Tiger do it for so long, right? Like, it just became the point. If Tiger's in the lead or near the lead on Sunday, like, he's going to win that thing. And now we're trying to hold everybody else to that same standard. We see it with Rory all the time, right? Why does he have the Sunday problems? Well, he's in contention damn near every week he plays. You're just not going to get all of them done. So I don't put a whole lot of stock into that, like, oh, can Justin Thomas not close or anything like that? I got no different view or outlook on Justin Thomas's game going forward after this week than I did before. He's still a beast. He's still going to be in the hunt. He's still one of my favorites to win the Masters. I just say, like, it's a tough game to close, man. It's not easy to win out there.
And he loves that golf course. I mean, it's just he prints money
kills
down
that
there.
Place. He had a disappointing week. Finishes like sick. You know what I mean? He's there every single time, and he hits driver all over the lot there. I like that he plays that place aggressive.
He does. But once again, big shout out, Patrick Reed. Congrats on the win. Hopefully, he kept it fair all week.
If he didn't, we're gonna know because he's got a microscope under him the size of the state of Texas right now. There ain't nothing he can do now that there ain't gonna be 55. I see him on 18 where he drove it right and he was in the. I felt like there was like 75 tour people like just staring at his golf ball, like I'm watching. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
There ain't nothing he's gonna be able to do from this point forward that isn't gonna be under a close eye.
Well, speaking of great golf courses, Sleazy, we got another one this week. PGA National down at the Honda Classic. Much different than the course they just played. This place is much more open. Water, it seems like, everywhere.
Every hole.
Normally brutal rough. I haven't seen the conditions
and
yet
wind,
for this week.
Just everything.
Oh,
just terror.
I told people there is disaster waiting on every hole out there. But they start you off on the first hole with a little 360-yard hole. It's kind of nice.
You just lull you to sleep.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's just like boom, 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 slap you in the face for the next 5 hours.
Yeah.
And it does take 5 hours to play that joint. There is just trouble.
There's just no hole where you can just okay, like easy hole here. I'm gonna make birdie here. You know, there's none. You get the first hole easy, iron, wedge for most of these guys. After that, it's like, here we go, saddle up.
I've always said that it's one of the few golf courses you play where you can't just like lose your focus for a second. There's just so much trouble everywhere.
Well, I'll give you a little story about losing focus.
Well, we should get to that because it's time for our segment, Funny Money.
Funny Money.
We always share stories.
This is not funny for me. This is more like painful death money. Yeah, this is I'm getting sweaty palms right now just talking about it. This course, it's a tough week for me, Colt, because of this. This is where my golf career, which could have been massive, as you know, this is where it died. I'll take you back to 2014, I believe, final stage of Q School. Boom, I'm finally here. I'm going to cruise through, get my web card. I'm going to win that tour. I'm going to win majors. Here we come. Everything is on the table at this point, right? Show up to that course. First day, playing the main course. There's that course, and there's a secondary course. Play the main course, cruise around the front nine, even par. Not bad. Early off, cold, little breeze. I was like, oh, even par. Perfect. Don't got to go low on this thing. Get to the 11th hole, level par for the day. Left rough. Long par 4, dead into the wind, lake in front of it. I hit it in the left rough. And I'm blaming my caddy for this. I'm going to take no blame on this whatsoever. Hit it in the left rough. Should have just been a layup. Hit a wedge on the green, make 5 at worst, keep it moving. But I was like, nah, dude, I think I can hit hybrid long here out on the left and just get up and down. Long story short, soup, drop, green, 3-putt, triple. I was like, I got punched in the. I just got caught one time. I was sparring for a few rounds, got caught once in the nose, and just took a knee and laid down and died for the remainder of the week. It was just, and that's when it was 6 rounds, dude. There was no like, let's get out of here after 4. All right, I don't have it this week. Let's get out after 4. I had to march around that joint 6 times, that one and the other one, and just gradually watch my hopes and dreams disappear. So I will not be watching any of this course. It's just a brutal reminder of like, hey, this is where everything stopped for you.
Nightmares for you.
Oh, dude, it's the worst place. It's like if there was a video of a girlfriend breaking up with you, would you want to watch that over and over again? No. So
never been dumped.
No, you never been done. You never had a
That's
girlfriend,
a total
bro.
lie.
Yeah, you never dated anyone, bro.
But
so I can't stand the joint, and it's hard for me to watch. But you've been around there too.
Yeah, I've played there quite a few times in the Honda. I think the best I ever finished was like 20-something.
That's incredible, by the way.
But I was telling you before, 2016, I was in like 65th place. Went off super early, and I remember Ryan Palmer was in the group behind me. We finished. I shoot 3 under. The wind starts. I mean, we're on 18. The wind starts blowing 30. It's great. We're on last one. I shoot 3 under, 67, finished 25th. So
nice.
me and Ryan Palmer are in. By the way, they have a great bar in the hotel there.
I frequented
PGA National
it, yes.
Resort. Awesome. They set up a huge bar in the middle there. It gets rowdy. So we were staying because Ryan Palmer and I were playing the member pro down at Seminole the next day, which is always the Monday after the Honda. So me and him are just sitting in there having cocktails, watching the leaderboard. And we just keep going,
refresh. Yeah.
Ryan would just look over me at every 10 minutes, and he would just give it one of these. We're just climbing up the ladder.
Up.
So it went from 60-something to almost top 20. It was great. But that place, I tell a lot of people, you could be even par through 14 holes there and shoot 80 so fast.
Easily. Couple bad swings, all of a sudden, just avalanche. Avalanche.
It's one of those weeks where you almost feel like it's a major just because the golf course is so hard and you're so exhausted at the end of the week.
If the wind blows, dude, it's a different. And there's no hole where it's just like, I feel like the more conservative you try to play, like, hey, I'm going to eliminate this. I don't want to hit it over here and make a big number. So you play ultra safe. No, now I'm in the left rough. Like, you're just making bogey. All you're doing is just adding up bogeys.
Bailout.
You want to just play safe all the way around? Cool. You can go bogey. You can go bogey 16 holes.
I said it's probably the least amount of pros on the range after a round.
They're all just dead.
Everybody's just so exhausted. Like, just get me out of here.
Yeah.
I want to go.
If that wind blows, if it doesn't blow and you drive it well, you can get after a little bit. But if the wind blows, that whole place changes. I mean, 15, 16, 17, just get the hell out of there. Try not to ruin your round and keep it moving. It is a beast. I hate it. I will not be watching it, and I will refuse to acknowledge that golf course existence after this podcast.
So good luck, everyone.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you.
Enjoy.
Week. Yeah. But now it's time for Colt versus Drew. I believe it's 1-1.
1-1
so far.
Dead heat.
You slid Mark 100 last week to get the W.
Hey, if you ain't cheating,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You know what they say? Patrick Reed philosophy, bro.
A lot of cheating going on in this world, and Sleaze is a part of it.
Hey, if everybody's doing it.
All right, producer Mark, what do we got this week?
Speaking of cheating, bigger sports villain right now, Patrick Reed or the Houston Astros?
Ooh.
I would say the Houston Astros just because they're on such – I mean, Patrick Reed's obviously a phenomenal golfer, but to have a whole team organization be accused of cheating and for it to go – like, I mean, having these other players like Mike Trout, who never says a bad thing about anybody.
Nicest guy in the world.
And just rips them. And, all these other players saying they need a beating. They've already set the over-under on how many people are going to get hit on the Houston Astros this year. 83.5 on the over.
Dude, Little League teams like in California are banning the name Astros from their Little League. You know what I mean? Like, that's how bad it is. So
I'm going with Houston Astros.
I would tend to agree with you here. For the sake of argument, I'm going to go on the other side. My argument would be this. We're used to cheating in baseball. Cheating in baseball has been around for forever. Steroids. Shoeless Joe Jackson rigged the World Series back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, everywhere you look, there's cheating going on in baseball. It happens every year. Somebody gets suspended. So cheating's more a part of the culture in baseball than it is in golf. For the first time since I can remember, and I'm not a historian, I can't go way, way back, I can't remember another golfer openly being called a cheater publicly by players, media, everyone, basically. to the point where like it's the only thing people talk about when they bring up his name, right? Like he's winning all these golf tournaments right now. We're not sitting here. Most podcasts aren't sitting here talking about how great of a golfer Patrick Reed is. Wow, he's playing so good. Talking about cheating and all the things that are being said about him.
He's a cheater, by the way. He won, but
yeah,
he's a cheater.
That's what happens. Yeah. So just for the sake of argument, I'll go Patrick Reed, the biggest villain I can remember in golf since I've been old enough to know what's going on in golf.
Good answer.
All right, we'll take this one from the facilities and course perspective. Better tour swing, the West Coast or the Florida swing?
I'll go West Coast times 100. I can't stand Bermuda grass. I'm terrible in Bermuda grass. I don't like it to blow 1,000,000 miles an hour. I always played horrible in the Southeast, so I'm going to go West Coast. Plus, when you look at the course lineup on the West Coast, Pebble Beach, one of the best places ever. Riviera, arguably the best golf course in rotation on the PGA Tour, minus Augusta National. You could throw the majors in there as well. They're just historic venues. The weather is typically great, and I'm a West Coast kid, so obviously I'm going to say the West Coast.
You're from Colorado.
Well, where do I live now?
Strip. You're not a West Coast kid.
Well, it's closer to the West than it is to the Southeast.
It's fine. Okay. I love both. I love the West Coast. I always enjoyed the Florida swing, obviously because Players Championship, favorite one. My biggest check ever, too.
Right. Makes sense.
I kind of like the places I play well. I do love the West Coast, but for this situation, I'm going to go the Florida swing just because I've had more success, I would say, out there.
Fair. I'll allow it.
All right. What would you rather see next? Fury versus Wilder 3 or Fury versus Joshua?
I think we got to move on to Joshua just because Wilder, I mean, that was just a beating the other night. Kind of like when me and Sleaze go out on the golf course.
You're right. It's a thump. It's an absolute hammering.
I mean,
it's like throw in the towel. If there was a towel in some of these things, that Colt would be throwing it.
No, never, not me. But I think the Joshua one would be awesome. I don't see anybody touching Tyson Fury right now, but I'm ready for the next opponent.
I'm going to go and agree with this just because I don't even want to take the other side of this. We've seen them twice now. The first one was close. The second one was an absolute thumping. Give me something different. Yep. The third one now, it's like if what happens if Wilder goes out and somehow catches him and he wins? Like, all right, now what, 4? Yeah. You know what I mean? Now it's 1-to-1-to-1. Like, I want to see something different. And the primes of these guys' careers are so short in boxing. Got to get the big fights while you can get them. I want to see Joshua too. And I think Fury thumps him.
All right, this is a little bit of a sneak peek to the interview, but more impressive feat on subpar. Kiradech's vaping or Rahm's rapping?
I believe it's your
I'm going to go with Rahm rapping because Rahm has never, as far as I know, Rahm has never rapped in the history of his life, much less publicly in a microphone. And that was great for us to come out of the gates with Rahm rapping. The vaping for Kiradech is part of the reason why everyone loves him. He's one of the most likable dudes in the world. And to get that in close and personal, for me, bucket list moment. But I think the Rahm rapping was more of an outlier, like, oh my God, what's this guy doing? And no one knew he listened to rap, much less Kendrick Lamar, and was willing to do it in front of a mic. So I'll go Rahm rapping.
They both were fantastic. I'm going Arm doing his vape. First off, I've never seen you look at your wife the way you look at Kiradech.
I've never. I was a puddle in his hand. He could have done with me whatever he want.
You had
right
stars in your eyes the whole time. You were just mesmerized by this guy.
I was looking back at some of the pictures. Like, I've never been so happy. I have wedding pictures. I don't look that happy.
I mean, I will say, like, we can probably get another guest to rap on here. I don't know if we can get another guest to vape the way Kiradech
well,
did.
if they do, it's like it's not even their thing. This is Kiradech's like staple thing. You know what I mean? He's known for it. So
I'm going with our guy Kiradech in the vaping.
That's the only time I'll ever vote against Kiradech in my life. If you're watching, I love you. You're my favorite player in the world.
All right, last one for you guys. Better at getting in your head before a big shot, Colt or Drew?
Well, I think we know how we're going to vote here. Go ahead.
How are we going to vote?
Are you going to vote for me?
I think we're both very good at it. We both are very witty, I would say.
Yes, keep going. I like this.
Quick on our feet.
I like this.
And we're both very, very good at trash talking. I honestly will probably say you are probably better at it because you don't have any respect for the other players out there.
Zero respect for anyone.
I have a little bit of respect for them, so I kind of keep it to myself. I throw little jabs here and there. You just from the first tee,
haymakers.
The rest of the way, you're in it all day.
Well, this is why it's different. I would say me, but you can beat a lot of guys just by being better at golf. I have to bring people down. I got to bring people down to my level, and my only way to do that is to chirp a lot and often and at opportune times. So I lean on that's like my main method of defense. You know what I mean? I got to get on people quick. You can just go out and beat guys. I got to come in. I got to bring people down to my level.
That's
so it's a bigger weapon, and I got to have it. You know what I mean? If I go out there and like, hey, you're not allowed to talk today, I'll lose a million times.
Listen, if I'm gonna shoot 80, I'm gonna bring you down.
All I need is you to shoot 81,
Yep,
dude. That's
exactly.
all I need, and that's my philosophy.
All right. Very close this week.
Ooh.
But because of the fact that Drew spent the last 3 weeks talking about how much he loved Kiradech and then went against him, Colt is your winner.
Oh, God.
2-1.
The only time I'll ever go against the Rat in my life.
And it cost you.
You will see the love coming up in this interview right now with the Rat. This is the one dude that gets me. I've loved him for forever. Let's talk about him real quick before we get in this interview. I love him because he's like the anti-modern day golfer, right? Doesn't travel around with a teacher, not super technical, doesn't have a swing coach, doesn't have a nutritionist and doing all this stuff, right? He's just a dude, and you'll hear it in the interview. I like to hit driver as hard as I can. I like to have fun playing golf. Guess what? I'm going to vape around, and every dollar that I get, I'm going to spend it on cars, watches, and shoes. That's called dream life right there. Yeah, you can't not love this guy.
As he says, I like to hit the big stick.
I love to hit the big stick.
But no, he is a character. He's awesome. He opened up. He was one of my favorite interviews I've ever done. I'll never forget the first time I saw him. Like, I knew of him playing over in Europe and in Asia and stuff, and he came over here and played Bay Hill several years ago, and he walks onto the range, and I'm like, oh my God, there he is. I love this guy.
Yeah.
And I look over, and he's got his big vape pen, ripping vape, and then drinking a protein shake.
That's it.
Love this guy.
That's how you get right. That's how you get right.
Incredible.
You can't not love him. Everyone's got he's got like a mini cult following in the that's why I'm so excited about this interview. And by the way, props to him because he came in here. We got set up with his people. It was kind of a one-off thing, even getting him in the studio. He didn't know us. He didn't know me, obviously. He didn't really know you. You guys had really never had a conversation. He came in here. He's super willing. He was a little timid at first when we first showed up. Showed up with an entourage that looked like he was a rapper. He had like 12 guys. We're like, yo, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm the shirt guy. What do you do? Oh, I'm the shoe guy. Like, he had a squad. He had a squad with him. Came in here, opened up. So nice. Doesn't know either of us from anybody, and came in here and gave us an hour, and he was gold. I love this man. I will never stop loving you, Kiradech, no matter what.
And now is the time. Here he is, Kiradech Aphibarnrat on Golf Subpar.
We are very excited to welcome our next guest to the Subpar podcast. He's the 120th ranked player in the world with 11 professional wins worldwide, and a man who can blow the biggest vape cloud I've ever seen on planet Earth. You know him well. His name's Kiradech Aphibarnrat. Welcome to the podcast, my man.
Thank you, guys.
Kiradech, thanks for joining us.
I'd love to be here.
Before we get too deep here, I know your friends and your family, they call you Arm, right? That's your nickname. Is it cool if we call you Arm?
Yes.
Today? We're big nickname guys, so we need a little something short to call you. So Arm. What about Barnrat? Do you like Barnrat or do you prefer Arm?
I mean, anything.
I'm going to go with Arm because I feel like we're friends now. I'm at least going to tell people we're friends now.
Sounds
Your
great.
Arm, he's Sleaze.
You can call me Sleaze.
And I'm Gravy.
Carry and sleep.
Yeah,
okay.
we're big nickname guys here.
Gravy and Sleaze.
All right, first real question. You've only been playing on the PGA Tour full time now for a short period of time, but in that short period of time, I feel like as a fan, you've become one of the fan favorites out there. Like, people love you, people know you, people root for you. They see out there, like, you've somehow just become like a fan favorite on the PGA Tour. Are you surprised by that, or why do you think that is?
Well, I'm really surprised, and I have to thank all the fans out there every week. They are amazing. I mean, it might be because my game is I just love to playing this game. I love to have fun with the all spectator. And my game is kind of fun. If I win, I win. If not, bye. I'm serious. You know what I mean?
I love that.
So that's why I have a couple friends on here, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and it shows. I think you can see it when you said your game is fun. Like, it shows. You take a big backswing, you hit it hard, you go find it, and if it ends up at the end of the week, I got the lowest score, great. If not, cool. You don't seem to get too worked up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's awesome how you embrace the fans over here because, I mean, you don't know many people. We were talking before the show. You just recently moved to Orlando or rented a house in Orlando. How are you finding everything? Is it starting to get comfortable here in America?
I mean, this year is start to feel like home, but nowhere I feel like home. You know what I mean? But it's not many Thai players. It have to say just one, just myself in the on tour. If I meet Area and Moria, so it feel like more families meet more Thai people. Just start to feel like home, and I'm enjoy it so far.
Do you spend a lot of time with Arya and them?
Oh, a lot of times.
A lot of time.
They are the best sister ever. Area gonna show up this week. Moria was the best cooking. So she cooked like 3 times a day. So I eat a lot.
I like your style. You know, I've actually never really had Thai food.
Oh, you missed the good food then.
Yeah?
You missed the good food.
maybe we'll have to go try it.
Yeah,
sometime.
people rave about it. I'm not familiar with it either. What if we're gonna go get one Thai dish? What should we get?
I would say tom yum. It's the soup. It's like sour, a little bit spicy.
Yeah. See, I feel like you can handle way spicier things than I can.
Oh, like
I got a
way, way
feeling that's
spicy.
true.
I don't feel like
Milk
I'm
is
gonna,
too spicy for me.
He's soft. He's very, very soft.
What's the thing you miss? Like now that you're spending more time in the States and you're kind of back and forth between here and home. What's the thing you miss most when you're over here that you have at home?
I would say families.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad still back home. My sister is still back home in Thailand. Just me and my wife over here. I think his family is really important for me. And some friends back home, but now the social is really get through everyone to connecting. So I'm talking to families almost every day. Well, I have to say every day before bed, but the time is opposite, 12 hours. So when I bed, he was wake up, they was wake up. So it's perfect.
Yeah. Do they get a chance to come over here at all and watch you play, or is it strictly when you go home?
My dad doesn't want to traveling much. If you have a time machine, he will come. It take like 2 hours from Thailand, but it take like 22 hours.
Yeah, that's a big trip.
Which is once a year. In last 5 years, he will be in Augusta.
Oh, good.
But this year, I was out, but I still have my way. I'm trying to get my way to the Master. I know it might have to win 4 weeks in a row, but still possible.
You only need 1 week. It'll get you there. But you're a very big family guy. You're very close with your family. Do y'all all live together over in Thailand?
Yes.
In one kind of big place?
Yes. I always think because my mom and my dad will give me a chance to play this game and how I success so far. I don't want to walk away from all of them. My dad's getting old. My mom's getting old. I don't know how long we're going to stay together. So I want to spend much time as I can right now. I still have to look after my sister and my wife. We are not a big families, but we're keeping tight.
So who's the best cook in the family?
Mom?
For
sure. My
you
mom
have to
for
say
sure.
mom. You have
yeah,
to.
but my wife was improving.
Yeah?
She improved a lot because since we moved to here beginning of last year, there's no one cook. So she started to get to work on her cooking skill, but then she improved I was saying 50%.
That's awesome.
50%. That's good improvement.
That's
good. Nice.
I wish I could improve my golf game 50%.
Anything.
I wouldn't be retiring.
I'd settle for anything.
No, you improved this week.
That's true. Good change.
That's right. When you're back home, you mentioned family being so important. You're still practicing at the course that you grew up on. Is that right?
Driving range.
Yes.
The driving range?
Yes.
Yeah. The double deck. It's a double decker with the turf and all that. Where you have the picture, the shirtless picture of you hitting balls. That's my favorite picture in golf. That's like Nicholas raising the putter at Augusta. Those two are my two favorite. Nicholas arm. Right. Those two will go.
You can take your shirt off if you want to do this podcast if you'll feel more comfortable.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We're all about
that's normally like 20 minutes in, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta
We're
wade
all about
into
making
that.
Our guests comfortable.
We gotta wade into that. But you still practice at that same range, right?
Yes, exactly. At the start, because I started playing golf on the range, and my ex-coach that he passed away, always teaching on that driving range. So I want to keep the memory. I want to keep everything to where I'm starting until now. So I'm look after my range. I have my golf academy, mainly for kids. So from 8 to 14 years old. So we want to pushing them to this game, try to learn what on tour, what we have on tour, get them to love this sport, not just want to play and then one day they skip, they walk away.
That's awesome. So obviously I know one of your idols growing up was Tung Chai JD, from one of the most successful guys to come out of Thailand. What has y'all's relationship been like? Has he been a huge mentor for you, and what kind of advice has he given you for coming over here and playing the PGA Tour?
Well, one good thing in Thailand, we support each other quite well. Start from Bunchu. We used to play on Champions Tour, Bunchu and Thong Chai. Both of them try to give all the experience to the kid, to the new generation. So when I started 10 years back, I played in European Tour. Thong Chai was giving me a lot of advice that how you handling the pressure, how you handling the golf course, handling the weather. And then I'm get used to it day by day. Until now, I'm still talk to Bunchu and Thong Chai a lot. Sometimes, golf is up and down. Sometimes you got a hard time to just beat this game. Just stay focused and stick with it. One day, just show up.
It's true. Never know when it's going to turn around.
Exactly.
Never turned around for me. I'm still waiting for it to turn around, bro. But I'll take your word for it.
Don't give up.
I'll never give up, Arm. Not for you. I got to get to this story because it's one of the best. It's when I first read this story, I thought it was one of the best stories I'd ever heard in golf. And you know the story, you've told it a few times, but not a ton of people over here know it. And it's the first time you got a real check in professional golf for $15,000. I know you told it before, and I want you to tell. But you go out, you get your first check, 15 grand, right? US, 15,000 US. What do you go? Most guys go put it in the bank. Hey, I can go get a few more entry fees. What do you go do with that 15?
Well, I have to say that before I get the first check, I was driving with my dad to seeing the nice Mercedes showrooms. Then I stopped by. I tell my dad I need some pressure. Just go in.
I need some
pressure. Just go in.
I love that.
Buy the car. Just pay $5,000 up ahead. And then the deadline was next month. I have to keep playing. So my first check get $50,000. I hold the check and go straight away to the showrooms and pay them half. Then I came back to see my mom and was like, how what you doing? Where's the check? I spent it all. Not even 10%. I spent it all.
In an hour.
How mad was she?
In an hour.
Oh, man. You can't imagine. You can't imagine that. I mean, me and my dad, we doesn't have dinner. She never cooked. You just walk away, go out to the room and shut the door straight away.
Figure it out yourself.
I love that. Hey, Dad, I need some pressure. My dad would be like, you're going to need a place to live, kid. If you don't shape up.
Well, that's
I love
why
that you just said, I need some pressure so I can play good.
I need to buy something. I need the pressure to push me up.
I mean, if you want to buy Sleaze and I something really nice for some pressure this
you
week,
spend a couple million on us right now. You have
sure.
your back to the wall again, dude. You know, never know.
We love
what
nice
it might do.
things.
What was the car that you got?
Mercedes E250.
So you went out first check. I need a Mercedes. I'm gonna put my back against the wall. I'll go earn the money. You had 90 days to go to pay it off or something like that.
40 days.
Put a down payment and said I'll be back within 40 days.
You have to understand that in Asia, the total prize money is 200,000. So you have to win 2 at least to cover all the expenses. I win once and then finish another 4 top 5. I cover 40 days by 1 win and 4 top 5.
Oh.
Just one car.
You do that over here, you make $4 million.
Mm-hmm. You could buy the whole dealership.
That's why I'm keep working hard and move over here.
Do you want to play here full time?
I love to play here full time. Like I'm saying, I love the fans, love people around. It feels like families. I mean, all the play on tour was nice. I don't want to traveling much as I used to do before. And I want to traveling 30 hours before. But now it's traveling by a city better by the country anyway. And for me, it's way away.
So, not to change the subject, but we were talking about cars there for a second.
Yeah, let's talk cars.
And I want to know, how many cars do you actually have?
That's
Right
a good
now?
question.
Right
Cole.
now.
My car will be 9 or 10.
You have 9 or 10? First off, how do you not know the exact amount?
I love it. I was just about to say that.
I have
I
one.
don't know, dude. 12, carry the one.
One more is still under the ladder. If
Okay.
my wife, my mom doesn't know, is keep under the ladder.
Oh, under the
I'll
rim.
still modify the engine and no
Are you
one
gonna
knows
trick
it
this
yet.
car out? No one knows
So-
about it yet.
Soon, I was saying next 6 months, everyone gonna surprise about my all new car.
I
You know
heard
what I mean?
1,600 horsepower or something like
Exactly.
that.
Oh,
Is that real?
I've heard.
1,600. They make car. You can make a car. That's like a rocket. Is that a NASA spaceship?
How fast? I mean,
I don't know. I
That
can't.
scares me.
I can't imagine. I just wanna. But it's not the track car. It's just the street use.
Yeah.
So I wanna on the cover of the car magazine in Thailand,
Yeah.
which doesn't use my name to be please take my car to be on the book on the cover, but I want them to come to the car.
To see the car. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be the fastest car in
Um,
Thailand, maybe the world.
Well, I mean the old car. It's 1992, which is 20 years ago.
But you're ripping it up and putting in some sort of
Everything,
rocket
every
ship
piece
engine.
in the car, whole piece engine. I mean, a bunch of stuff in the car. I would say the price would be over supercar.
wow. That's cool.
I love
right,
that.
so-
I love that he says 10. He didn't want to give us the real number because his wife and his mom don't know about the car.
All right.
They
so tell
won't
me
hear this, dude. Trust me.
Tell me this. You're just going out to dinner. I don't know if you ever go to dinner at night or to the grocery store.
Okay.
Which car are we taking?
Yeah.
I would take my Porsche Cayenne
Yeah.
to the grocery to buy a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's a good question. I love to go. Every car I drive, I just have to say, I have to think where I'm gonna park, which group that I'm going with. So that's a good question. So if I go out to the grocery store to buy some stuff, I will drive in my Porsche Cayenne.
You need some space for the groceries.
Yes.
But if you're going somewhere else, if you're going to dinner or wherever, you don't need the space, then you take something a little flashier.
Depends how I dress.
Yeah. You always dress fancy.
I match the car to my clothes. That's the dream. That's every guy's dream.
If I have my suit on, I might drive Ferrari.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I got my short, I might drive GTR, Nissan GTR.
Yeah.
Flip flop, I might go with Honda Civic, Thai R, something like that.
He knows. He knows. This is not by
There's
mistake.
a car for every situation.
This is not by mistake.
Exactly.
He knows exactly.
But don't make me like 5 appointments for a day. In Thailand, the traffic was the worst traffic in the world. So I can't go back home and change 5 cars.
So
it's gonna take forever.
Yes, that's true. So I've never been to Thailand. Okay, I played in Malaysia 3 times, in Kuala Lumpur and the CIMB over there. You've never seen traffic like this. Like, we have a police escort to the golf course, and please tell me that's nothing compared to Thailand. No. That's ridiculous. We have a police escort to the golf course, and they just split traffic, and we go to the side. Otherwise, it would take 4 hours. Yeah, and it takes 20 minutes.
Well, I have to say, if no car from my house to the range is gonna take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but if you have traffic, it can cost you 3 hours.
With 1,600 horsepower, though, you could probably just fly over them.
I bet
you get there a little quicker. If you can't get there with 1,600 horses, you can't get there.
I'm scared. You know what?
No,
I mean, every time I think, it's just scared the shit out of me.
This is going to be a hard question for you, seeing how passionately you talk about your cars. End of the world's coming. You can only take one car with you. What do you go with?
I would say Nissan GTR.
Wow.
Is that the fast one?
It's
Or why that one, I guess?
Fit one golf bag for sure. You can play golf with it.
Yeah.
An everyday car. It's powerful. It's not really like a super car. It feels like a muscle car. You can drive it every day. It's fun. It's fast when you hit the power straight away, and it's nice.
I thought you were gonna say the Mercedes because that was the one you bought with your first check.
Well, it's not belong to me now. It's going to my caddies. Belong to my caddies.
Oh, you get. That's the God. Are you the best guy in the world? Yes.
All right. So I got a question. So like over here in America, Tiger Woods goes out in public. Michael Jordan goes out in public. They get mobbed. You go out in Thailand in public. Do people come up to you all the time?
Not that much.
No?
Not that much because in Thailand there's a lot of great athlete.
But you're armed.
Yeah, you're armed, dude.
They know me sometimes, but I'm really friendly. Just walk in and say hi to them, and sometimes we have fun together. I'm not like show up once a year. I'm show up every day.
Yeah.
So every time I go to Thailand, I go to the town, I go to public, I'm do a golf clinic. So everyone's seeing me often. So if you want to say hi, or take photos, just walk straight to me. Or if you see someone feel like you try to pull the phone out, I walk straight to them.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Don't try to sneak
it. That's a little different than over here. Where do you rank? Who's the most famous athlete?
I would say it's soccer. Soccer in Thailand is really popular. It's number 1 spot. I know we're not success on soccer in Asia, but still a number 1 spot in Thailand.
Yeah, awesome. So you've been spending some time over here, living in Orlando. Do you watch American sports at all?
I watch American sport, including golf.
Yeah, golf. I was thinking more like football, basketball.
No,
baseball.
not much. I've watched a little bit of American, basketball.
Yeah.
But American football, baseball, I'm not understand how they're playing. It's not really popular in Asia, so I don't know how it works.
I didn't know if you'd fall in love with football because it's so different than anything else.
Well, it's kind of fun, but it looks
I feel like football will be tricky if you haven't grown up with it and don't know the rules.
Yeah,
it'd be
totally.
a tough thing to.
Well, first off,
we need to get you into it because I think you might love it.
It makes no sense. It's called football because they throw the ball.
That's American. That's what we do. Dude.
Yeah.
We change.
We
names.
mess everything up.
Pretend it's our own. You know what I mean? Well, we're talking a lot about your cars here. I know we'll just hit all your passions right now, right here in the middle of the podcast. Big into cars, we know that. You're also big shoe watch guy, right? So roughly how many shoes do you have? Because this is like your deal, right?
On On the book will be about 200.
On the books. You
Okay,
got any sneaky stealth shoes?
Secret stashes.
Under the table will be another 200.
So I'll tell you, Pat Perez, he just recently moved into a new house. He has over 1,000 pairs of Jordans, and he had this whole room made just for his shoes, and they're all on the wall. It's ridiculous.
We got 500. You probably need a room, huh?
Well, actually, it's about 300 to 500 pairs. Before I used to buy 2 pairs. Every type of the shoe I buy 2 pairs, one for keeping and one for wearing.
Oh, so you keep them a fresh
Keeps
pair,
one
and
fresh
don't
Fresh
ever
pair,
wear 'em.
yeah.
One fresh
And then last year, my lovely wife just find out that I'm renting another rooms in apartment to just keeping the shoes.
You rent an apartment just for your shoes?
Because I'm flying to here and they send the invoice to the house, and then my lovely wife going back and see the invoice.
That's amazing.
She's so mad if I pay the room for some girl. She think
Yeah.
straight away it's like,
I can see where that
Yeah.
can cause
I said,
problems.
okay, just go with me. I bring her to like soon as I open the rooms, and she was like, wow,
That's
Okay,
incredible.
no girls, just shoes.
3 days.
So you got-
She said, I give you 3 days. Get rid of the thing. 3 days.
Really?
So,
Why? These are
Why?
my babies.
but
Yeah. Let me have them.
We'll talk off the
when
record if you actually got
when
rid
you
of it.
come to a golf tournament like you're here right now, how many shoes are you traveling with?
That's what I like that question.
Yeah.
Be honest. You can tell us.
about 4 shoes.
Only 4. I thought you were gonna say like I have an entire staff that's
No,
designated.
it's only 4 shoes. One's for exercising. One
Yeah.
just go out. Like fashion shoes. You don't have to dress to the party. So about 4 shoes.
All Yeezy. You're a huge Yeezy
Yeah,
guy,
I'm
right?
Yeezy
Like that's
fan.
what you're biggest into. Are you big into other stuff, Jordans, anything like
No,
that, or
no.
strictly Yeezy is
Only
your go-to?
Yeezy. Every model of Yeezy I have.
And you get all the off-market stuff. You can't get them if you want what Arms got. You can't go get them, right? You get them pre-release, all that stuff.
Well, sometimes I'm buying on the market as well.
Okay, but sometimes you get the
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah,
you've got that good
sometimes.
stuff. You got that good stuff. You like is that because you like Kanye West, or is that just because you just like the shoe?
The funny thing is, I have to say, I don't know about shoes before. In the last 4 or 5 years, I got one of my younger brother, which is he a singer. He's a popular singer in Thailand. He got more than 1 million followers on the Instagrams and Facebook and everything. He said, hey, I asked him if I want to buy a new sneaker. Which one? He said, I have to go with this one, Yeezy, the first Yeezy. And I was like, are you crazy to buy a shoe for 2,000 US? I mean, I just can't handle it. I don't understand. But he's saying you wear it and go in the town to like a huge shopping malls, like really popular place. He said a lot of like young kid was expect the shoes more than your face.
Yeah.
Say, no way. You're kidding me.
Well, is it true?
It is true.
It's true.
Then I came back to the house. I keep searching why it's so popular, and then I'll get love to the story and get into it.
So what kind of music does he sing?
Me?
Your brother.
He's like a hip hop guy.
Hip hop? Is that your favorite genre of music? Like,
No, I'm kind of pop
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
So you're over here in America driving in the courtesy car. What are you listening to?
Yeah.
a Thai song.
Thai
It's a
song?
Thai
No
local
American-
song.
No
music?
American music?
I have to say my English is not that good. Sometimes I not understand what they're trying to explaining. I mean, I love the song, every song, but if I want me to understand and get into the music, into the song, I have to be Thai.
American hip hop, probably not the easiest thing
Yeah,
to
that's
learn
true.
English
Yeah.
with. I speak English pretty well. I listen to someone, I'm like, I have no idea what the hell they're saying. So probably tough when it's your second language, I would think.
And I also heard so you qualified for the Olympics in Rio, which
yep.
is got to be an incredible honor. But you got a pair of shoes stolen over there.
Oh yes.
How mad were you?
Yeah, tell that story.
Tell
It was
us
out
how
of your
mad
lo-
you
it
were.
was out of your locker, wasn't it?
Yeah, out of my locker.
That's wild. How does that happen?
I finished my second round. I opened my lockers, a lot of my shoes. I was bringing 3 pair that week, but that day I wearing the NMD, which is not Yeezy. I lost it, and then I feel like how lucky I am. I'm not bringing my Yeezy today, but getting so mad. I telling them I want to get that pair back. I know it's not so expensive. It's not expensive, but I want that pair. It just feel a lot to me. I want to wear my old pair, but it's impossible. But the funny thing is, my shoe put on the top of the TrackMan. They stole the shoes. They keep the iPad and they keep the TrackMan.
TrackMan cost $25,000.
Yeah.
Yep, no big deal. We're gonna leave that.
But
we're gonna take the
used shoes. That's what I really want. Wasn't your wallet in there too? Some other things. They only took the shoes. They
I
left
got
everything
wallet.
else.
I got cash in there. I have.
These are not good thieves.
I have to say that guy just take because they want the shoes. They don't want anything else.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bad thieves. By the way,
I'm not a huge shoe guy. I guess. I mean, I like Jordan.
If you're
stuff,
gonna
but
go through the charade of stealing,
Take
breaking
it
into a
all.
locker room, might as well get your money's
Yeah.
worth and take
might
everything
as
that's
well
got
take
some
it all.
value. Would you rather, if the situation was reversed and you
knew
could
you were gonna
pick,
ask this.
would you rather have them had stolen your TrackMan and your wallet and your laptop, or your shoes?
Well, TrackMan is gonna cost too much.
Right,
If they're gonna take
but you can
my
get another
wallet,
TrackMan.
I was saying I would love to keep the shoes.
Right. So yeah, you would have had them. You would have given them the TrackMan, the wallet, all that, and
Yeah,
said,
I
"Just
would
give me
love
my
to-
shoes back."
yeah.
They never found them.
No. they
If you have any
disappeared.
information on that, please hit the subpar hotline, and we
Please.
want to get
I still want it back.
Arm's shoes back immediately. Big reward, by the way.
For sure,
Big
we got to
reward.
figure out who took these shoes. But I do want to talk a little bit about your golf career because it's
we should
fascinating
talk
to
golf.
me. I mean, you're a worldwide player, which not many people can say that, to be honest. I mean, obviously, you want to play over here as much as you can. You've played the Masters, I think, 3 times.
Yeah, three times.
3. Give us your favorite stop. It can be Masters anywhere. Favorite PGA Tour stop in America.
The Master.
Masters, like hands down.
Yeah. I was
What's
saying
your
the Master.
favorite thing about the Masters?
I love the golf course. I have to say I love the golf course. I mean, that 3 year I playing, the course always fantastic shape, and I don't see any mistake that they make in the golf course at all. I mean, not a lot of people, not a lot of pitch mark on the greens. The rain was smooth, the putting green, everything was like so good. I mean, that's why I really in love with the golf course.
That's awesome. So you seem like a really laid back, just fun guy. Do you get nervous playing golf?
Sometimes
Sometimes. Give us the most nervous you've ever been.
I was saying the first year on the Master.
First tee.
I was on there on Sunday practicing, which is like not many like spectator. I was saying about 10 to 15 per holes, and then I working practicing. Then you show up on Monday on the first hole is a little bit more on the tee, but then you show up on the Thursday, first day, first tee. I mean, my hand was shaking. It was like I can't miss left and right. I'm gonna hit one of them. And it's gonna be a great story of the Master. They kill one of them in that group. I was like, okay, I'll try to hit it high. I'm not gonna hit it low.
Yeah.
Try to hit it high as I can to over them head.
Over the gallery's head.
Just over the gallery head. For sure, I'm not gonna like snap low hook to kill someone. That's the most nervous I get in this game.
I love that world-class players have that same, because you see them on TV and you're like, oh, these guys aren't nervous. They're so good. They don't even worry about it. To hear like world-class players be like, I was so worried I was going to kill someone off the first tee that I just teed it high and hit as high as I could. That's a nice
the
thing
first
to
year.
hear.
That's the first year.
Yeah, next time I see someone on the first tee at Augusta, I'm like, all this guy's thinking about is not killing somebody.
So, I mean, you've played the Waste Management Phoenix Open a few times now. Describe, like, are you nervous at all when you walk into 16? Because, I mean, it can be intimidating, a little scary. I mean, 20,000 people around one hole.
I love it.
You
to
love
be
it.
honest, I love it.
So you go right at the pin, try to
well,
make
because when you sometimes it's too quiet, you feel like you're lonely.
Oh, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
I don't know. I love laughing. I love spend time with friends. I mean, in golf, you can shout, you can do whatever it is in my golf swing, but make sure not pulling my hand when I'm backswing because I can't. If you stop my hand, I can't playing.
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want. So I'm not mind when they shout really loud. I love it.
Do you rev them up? Do you give them do you like them to make noise while you're hitting?
I
Like
will
some
love
of these
it.
dudes
I
kind of
will love
fire
it.
them up.
You know, you
before,
can walk out there and give it this, and they start
I
yelling.
will this year. I will.
If
I
I'm
will.
there,
They
I'm taking
enjoy
my
it.
shirt off. I'm
Just
gonna
throwing it.
incite a riot for you.
I wish I was playing with you. That'd be incredible.
That would be good. That would be very good. We were talking.
We'll
to your
see you
mate-
on Sunday. Last group. Then.
Sounds incredible.
Oh God, I'll be there. Let me in the ropes. I'll caddy for you.
But we
or
make sure we start on first tee.
Yes, not
Okay.
10.
Yeah, not first. Yeah.
Last off 10, no good.
I know that grouping. You were talking Augusta, and you've had success in majors. You finished in the top 15 a couple times. I think you played 18 majors at this point. after having played all these majors now, which one do you feel like suits your game the best? If you were to say, this is the one I think I'm going to win or I can win, is there one that stands out to you?
I still thinking Augusta, the Master, because I know it's one of the best major, but top 50 in the world and some like past winner, I know that they still can play. But if you compare with PGA Championship or US Open, it's more like around the world.
Yeah, the field's much smaller. Yeah,
yeah.
I know. Yeah.
So I feel like, and the golf course is always the same.
Yeah, the venue never changes.
When you get used to it, it's always the same. That's the cool thing. But a lot of good memory for me at the Master and Augusta, until my injury is coming from Augusta as well.
What'd you hurt?
The shot on 17, second round, the one I'm hit around the big hook around the trees, and then I fall down.
That was the one.
I hurt my right knee. Well, that shot cost like 6-7 months already. I almost getting back 100%, but it still got me a little bit.
It took that long to get back feeling right.
That's really long. Well, I always talking to friends and family. If I chip it out, 3 on, make 5, walk away from them. I still top 15 after second round. It's really helped my knee, but I just that's the way my game is. I'm just trying to hit every shot to the pin, to the target.
Yeah, you're a very aggressive player. All right, let's look into the future a little bit. Okay.
Yes.
You got
Colt Knost.
You got a 5-shot lead Saturday night going in the final round of Augusta. What are we wearing? What color? Because you can put that green jacket on. What
I love the green color.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing green color.
You love white pants too.
Yeah.
I don't wear the white pants.
It's hot over there, dude. You gotta have white pants. It breathes.
Well, the good thing is white pants is going in matching with every shirt.
It's true.
Good
and
point.
It looks clean.
I'm too fat to wear white pants.
He makes a good point. Yes. No, dude, you look perfect in those. Give them a try.
They make me nervous. You never know.
And wear black underwear with them. I think that's a hot look that not enough people utilize, bro.
I buy that one.
Yeah, get you some of that arm.
That's fantastic.
All right, so here's a little follow-up to that. You win the green jacket. You're back home celebrating. They got a big parade for you. Everybody's cheering your name. What's the car? What car goes with green? What goes with Augusta green? You got one. You might have to buy one specially for that.
The green. I would say it'll be a Lamborghini.
Yeah, of course, dude. That's what I was gonna say.
It'll be a Lamborghini.
Yeah, it's got to be the Lambo for Augusta. If you got the green jacket on, it's a Lambo.
You have to be like.
What color is your
day.
Lambo?
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow and green. That's perfect combo.
It's have to be like really strong day.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go for it because
You got the green jacket. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
All right, we can keep this going. So you win. You got your green
There we
jacket.
go. You're a Masters champ, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's the party like? What are we drinking to celebrate?
Yeah. What does Arm like to get into for festivities?
Oh, that's a good question. I might go like out from the town to make sure I can drive, and hosting all my friends that love car as well, and we jump in the pool with the suit on.
Oh, that's nice.
I like it.
With the green jacket on.
Yeah, with the green. You swim with the green jacket.
You don't take the green jacket off for a very long time.
You tattoo that
I
on
won't
you.
Sleep with it for a couple of days.
Yeah, for sure.
You can get another separate apartment just for that too, and your wife ain't gonna
for
complain.
Sure, if I win the green jacket, I will the live videos for 2 days.
Yep.
So everyone can see what I'm doing.
I'll be tuned into that right there.
So you obviously Augusta's your dream tournament, dream win. You have to be top 50 in the world or win a tournament to get there. You were there at one time. What part of your golf game do you think you need to improve to get back? Is it just your injury mostly, or is there something in your game that's not quite as good as it was?
I think the injury is involved. I don't hit my good. Normally, I hit driver every holes. I love to hit a big stick.
The big stick.
Down every fairway, even it's tight or it wide, even it's short or long. I just love to hit the driver. Then after my injury, it's gonna cost me a lot. I just can't get all the power to the ball, and somehow when it hurt, I'm trying to just like sneak off the shot. So I think my driving distance and my driving accuracy was lost a lot in the last 6-7 months. So my game was getting down a little bit. Well, hopefully I get back on game very soon as I can.
It's funny you say that you love to hit the driver, love to hit the big stick. There's another guy in America that you've been compared to. They call you the Asian John Daly, right? Do you like that comparison, A? And B, do you think it's because you like to hit that dog, you got a long backswing, all that stuff?
Well,
is that the comparison?
To be honest, John is one of the great players in the world.
Yeah.
He got 3 major under his belt. I mean, I love his style. Just playing this game, just whack it. You know,
Rip it and rip it.
rip it and rip it.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
right.
overcomplicate.
He's a nice guy. I have chance to play with him a couple times.
Have you? That was my next, yeah.
I'm trying to get longer backswing than him, but
You keep working.
I keep working.
Yeah.
But
Get that knee right.
last time I'm trying, I think I almost see my driver back.
You can see it on the backswing?
This way. It'll be a little bit too far. Yeah, but it's nice.
Do you like that comparison? So you like John. You've been around him. You like that. Yeah. I mean, he's one of the most beloved American golfers ever. You know, he's had his ups and downs, but can't argue
you have like two group of fans. Like one love him a lot.
Yeah, and the people that don't like, I'm in the former.
Wow.
You'll be in the middle.
I'm on that front end. I
He's
love
one of the
him.
nicest
We need more
humans.
like him.
So another one of your heroes growing up was Tiger Woods.
Oh yes.
Have you had the chance to play with Tiger?
No.
No.
You haven't played with him yet?
No. And
Have you met him?
Yes, I have chance to meet him. Yeah. I can't imagine if I play with him.
Nervous? More nervous than the first tee at Augusta?
For sure. I keep the eye on him.
I keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on
He
Tiger.
gonna feel weird, I think, if I'm looking to him every step that he walk. You know, it's gonna be weird if some guy just keep walking.
I think he's
with
used
you.
to it, dude. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, but I started playing this game one reason because of him. Because he when I growing up like 25 years ago, Tiger was the best athlete in the world. He more than a golfer. He make a lot of incredible shot. And I think he half Thai as well. His mom is Thai. And in Thailand, he's one of the like magical guy.
Yeah.
So I growing up when best player in the world, I seeing him play, I see him win shot after shot, and then I see him stop playing, recover the injury, and see him back again. Have chance to play the same event with him, same putting greens, same range, but look forward to playing the same group. But if that day coming through, I still don't know I can handle the pressure.
Okay,
If that sets up, don't get in the gallery off the first tee next to Arm because he's going to be worried about killing
I
someone.
mean, you have an incredible track record at Bay Hill, at Arnold Palmer Invitational. You play so good there,
Yes.
as obviously he does. He's won there 8 times. I think 2020 Arnold Palmer Invitational final round, Tiger, Arm.
Oh,
Could you handle it?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to play with him. Even I'm shooting 90 on the last round. No matter if I have chance to play with Tiger, and I'm gonna wear his cap. I mean, the cap that he signed for me like whole day.
Oh, you have an autograph
Yeah, I see.
visor from him?
Yes, I wear it last year's. Like
Where'd you get that?
in that week in Bay Hill.
In Bay Hill. You got him to sign something, but you haven't played with him yet. If somebody's listening to this that has any affiliation with the tour event whatsoever, can we set this up? Sunday would be great. We'll settle for a Thursday, Friday right now. Just let my boy Arm get on there with Tiger, dude. Let him mix it up. This is his hero. It's been long enough. You got to be able to coordinate like a practice round or something, don't you think?
Yeah, but I don't want to disturb.
Yeah, you don't want to go
I
ask
don't
him for that. Yeah,
disturb
it
him.
looks.
I think
Yeah,
he
I
work
totally-
hard. He work on his routines.
You don't want to bother a man when he's working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I totally get it.
it somehow when he just walk past and you smiling. You know what I mean? When you seeing someone, when you like someone so much, when he walk past and you just keep smiling when he walk.
I've
I
told
get-
this story many times. My first ever time playing in a golf tournament that he was in was Bay Hill in 2008. I had just turned pro. I'd never seen him up close. And I was leaving the locker room and he started walking behind me and I got out of the way and let him pass by. I was so nervous. He was so intimidating.
Yeah, and the good story is maybe 5 or 6 years ago, my second major, maybe PGA Championship, when he just started to get back to play.
Right.
I was the left side of the range, and I'm hitting balls. A lot of fans behind. Somehow Tiger just show up, walk across the bridge, walk down to the right side of the range. You see him turn around and see the people was like to the right.
Everyone moves.
Soon as I seen him, like everyone keep the eye on Tiger. I'm taking my shirt off.
That's incredible.
No one will even notice, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
And me and Caddy was laughing.
Yeah.
No one was seeing me.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, I can get naked. No one see me.
You should do that
for sure.
I think they would notice that.
It's amazing like how big of a superstar he is in the game of golf. Like a couple years ago, we're playing in Tampa, and Rory McIlroy is the #1 player in the world at the time. Okay, Tiger's on the range. There's 10 people deep, thousands of people watching him hit balls. He leaves. 20 minutes later, Rory McIlroy, #1 player in the world, comes on the range. There's 10 people there watching him hit balls. It's just like, it's absurd how big a deal this guy is.
He transcends golf.
Kind of amazing.
Yeah, he transcends golf. There's just no other athlete like him. We were getting into some of your personal stuff. I want to know this. Obviously you love golf. You have a passion for the game. It's very clear. That's awesome to hear from a PGA Tour player, because there's some guys that talk about, I don't like golf and all that. You're the opposite. You love it, and it shows when you play out there. But let's say you got 2 weeks off. You're not playing an event, and golf clubs are off limits. You cannot play golf. Give me the ideal 2 weeks in the eyes of the arm. What do you do to fill your time other than driving 250 miles an hour in your Lamborghini?
Well, my life is just golf and car. If you take me away from the golf club,
then it's cars.
Then it's car.
Yeah.
And then it's car. Just driving. I mean, I can driving whole night. I can stay in the car. I can sleep in the car.
You just get in the car and drive. Like you'll get in and be like, I got nowhere to go. I got nowhere to be, but I'm gonna get in my car and just drive for hours.
Just go range, go back to the house, see my friends. I can drive around like whole day.
You just drive.
Just drive.
Going nowhere.
I just enjoy every single minute I spend in the car.
God, that's incredible. Even with the traffic over there.
Yeah, like because I'm spend time in the car. I mean, I just love every part.
So that's the ideal 2 weeks off. I'm just gonna drive around for forever.
I
love that.
Yeah. Just drive around.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Man likes what he likes, dude. That's why he is who he is.
All right, Drew, is it time to get into emergency 9, or you got anything else?
No, I think we're hitting it pretty good here. Why don't we? Yeah, we can get in. I got a few.
All right, Arm, we do this. It's called the emergency 9. So we ask 9 questions, just random questions. You give us your thoughts, and we'll discuss some if we need to. All right, we're gonna start with number 1. What's your favorite American city you've been to?
Orlando.
No, there's got to be. Orlando's your favorite?
That's your number 1.
Well,
he lives there though.
I live there.
You live there, so yeah. Okay.
Have you been to New York? You've been to New York, haven't you?
I've been once.
You like it or no? Too much?
No.
Las Vegas?
Nope.
You might like Vegas.
Have you been or not?
I've been there once.
You don't like it?
Too busy. I mean, in Thailand was busy.
Yeah.
I got enough. In last 20 years, I spent in Thailand. Like crowded, busy. New York was nice, but I'm not like a shopping guy that walk into the town, walking around. I'm just sitting in the car. I'm gonna drive everywhere, not just walk, take a public transport down, walk another 5 miles. I mean, I don't like
Perfect. So Orlando.
That's good. All right.
It's hot.
Here we go. There's no wrong answers in this. That's the beauty of the whole deal. All right. Favorite American food. No, you're a big Thai food guy, but do you partake in the American cuisine, or do you keep it strictly Thai even when you're here?
Yeah, keep it strictly Thai. But if I can choose one, I would say cheeseburger.
I was gonna say, have you been? If you said I didn't eat any American food, I was gonna say, have you been to In-N-Out? Because there's one about a mile from here, and I need to go there. And if you don't like it, I'll be shocked.
Is it McDonald's included?
Cheeseburger.
You like McDonald's?
It's like McDonald's, but way better.
I never been to In-N-Out or any kind of like good burger that you're saying, because I seen McDonald's when I growing up in Thailand. So I know this is a burger place.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I love McDonald's. I love McDonald's.
He does.
But
He eats there
In-N-Out,
like 6 times a week.
I go there all the time. We you go together, but In-N-Out, next level up. You got to try that one time while you're over here.
So, but saying that with the food, so at the golf tournaments we have player dining, where there's food. Breakfast, lunch. You don't eat it all. So you eat it at the hotel or at home.
I always arrange the house.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you can imagine that. What else you have in dinner? You can have like huge steaks or like a lot of things. I can have that 4 a.m.
Okay.
4 o'clock in the morning. So I eat
steak at 4 a.m.
Steak at 4 a.m.
In Thailand, we eat rice every time. So I can wake up at 3:30 and eat rice, like fried rice or like spicy things. Like
what's the
basil.
sticky rice? That's the thing, right?
Mango sticky rice.
Yeah,
that's
sticky rice. It's
that's
dessert. That's why I like it. Yeah.
That's why I like
so
it.
I can eat like a heavy dishes from 4 or 5 in the morning.
Incredible.
That's incredible.
All right,
that is
so
good. I love this man.
Yep.
I'm on record.
Strict Thai food.
Yeah.
Okay. You have one more meal left in your life. what's all on it?
Final
Last
supper.
meal. It's obviously gonna be Thai food.
Yes.
What all are we gonna have?
It can be Thai food.
Oh, it can
No,
be
anything you
Oh,
want.
yeah.
This is your last meal.
So I was saying green curry.
Green curry.
Yeah, green curry.
Anything else or just green curry?
No, I want to just eat one thing with
What
rice.
green curry while driving his Lamborghini 250 miles an hour. That's the
Yes.
final supper.
And what about this drink I hear called grass jelly?
Oh, grass jelly. Okay.
Yeah. Is it good? I don't even
It's
know
good.
what it is.
It's good. I
What is
mean,
grass enlighten me.
it's kind of dessert, but they try to adapt to be like a drink, it's like sweet drink. I'm not in the last few months. I'm not having that much because I'm trying to lost
Healthy.
healthy.
You're
I
trying to
love it.
lose weight? Are
Yeah.
you into the fitness? Everybody travels
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
fitness guy and all that.
I-
Are you into that or no?
Just start getting into that.
You
I'm
seem like you beat to your own drum. You do your
Yeah.
own thing, which is part of the reason why I love you so much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to enjoy life. I don't want to be honest. I don't want to wake up like 5 and keep doing everything the same thing, getting boring about this game. And one day when you're getting boring, you're not enjoying this game, you're gonna walk away. Okay, let's say I love to hit balls. Before I believe that's in my belief. If I spend 6 hours in the golf course, and you spend 3 hours in the golf course, you spend another 3 hours on the gym. I'm gonna improve the game like much more.
You'll
than
be
you
more,
because I'm spend more time on the golf course. But now one day golf is now about power game.
Yes,
You have
it is.
to you got the length. You have to be like stamina to playing this game. So I'm just start to get involved with the trainer, get stronger. I'm trying to hit one on a par 5, but it never happened. So I'm trying to working hard.
Yeah, don't change too much, dude. Stay
Nah,
you.
you're perfect
Stay
the way you
you.
are.
I swear to you, if I could build a golfer, it's you. All right. We talked a lot about your shoes. We talked about your cars. Another thing you're big into, watches. God, he's into everything that's cool, dude. All right, you get one watch. You got one watch out of your collection. Same question as earlier, but you only get to bring home one. You got to take one with you. What do you go with? And B, how many do you have? Just because I find this interesting.
Well, how many do I have? I think I have like 50.
Yeah, it's a good number.
50 about
50.
around
50
Alright.
50
you can have
pieces.
12 for every time zone. That's a good rule.
Yeah. So I would like the one that I wearing right now is Adventist Kiradech Collection Tourbillon. So it's only 9 pieces in the world.
There's only 9 of those
Only
on the planet.
9 discs in the world, and every piece is different. So some of them custom the name, family name. You can put everything in the watch. You can design everything in this watch. So it by personal watch.
Yeah, you got the only
Okay,
one.
I got a good
essentially.
idea, Sleaze.
Okay,
You
go.
love playing under pressure. Give us that watch. If you don't finish top 5 Waste Management Open,
We keep
the watch.
That seems fair, dude. You're good with your back against the wall.
Well, I
Think
like
about
it
that
though.
car.
But what about if I make in top 5?
You
Well,
get it
then
back.
you get it back, dude. You get it back. You
That's
get it.
all?
We'll give it right back. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No big deal.
Let me think about it.
All right, that's fair. He's thinking
Okay.
about.
Hey.
Did you get like a custom when you got your tour card? You got some like custom watch or something like that?
Yes,
Isn't that right?
yes,
What's
yes.
that watch?
It's the same brand, Adventist, but it's still on the process to make.
Oh,
It's got
there's
my logo on the back.
the cartoon.
Got my cartoon on the back of the watch. Got the green diamond around.
Yep, smart.
My family's names, my mom, my dad, my sister.
So it's
my
one
wife.
of one. Nowhere else in the world
Yeah,
is there
I
that
just
watch.
cast on my watch. Everything I want to put the detail in, I'm just put it in.
Cars, shoes, watches, addiction to nicotine. Dude, we're like twins. I feel like I'm talking to my twin, right? We're the same guy.
All right, you have a ton of cars. Do you have your dream car?
Yes.
You do have your dream car.
Yes.
Okay, well then that kind of ruins my question. I was gonna say if you could have any car in the world that you,
I would think that this man would have the car that he wanted by this point. If he's got 12, if he can't name how many he has, he probably has the one he wants. What is the dream one though?
I was saying the La Ferrari.
yeah.
La Ferrari.
La Ferrari
What color?
Yellow.
Yellow.
But
and yellow
in
Lambo. too?
Thailand, but in Thailand, you have to understand the tax was like 380% tax.
Oh God.
So every
Seems
car,
reasonable.
I mean, it's almost impossible to buy La Ferrari in Thailand. It's something like almost 20 million US.
Oh my God.
Good
It's,
heavens.
I mean, it's a lot.
Play well.
back's against the wall
let's
again.
saying that I I have 20 million in the bank. I'm ready to spend. I still can't imagine that I'm gonna spend 20 million in one car.
Yeah, all of it in one car. That's a little much.
I would think a little bit too much.
It's
I
like,
love to.
I mean, 19 reasonable, 20
I'm not
too
gonna
much.
keep. I'm not gonna keep that 20 million. I mean, I'm gonna spend that 20 million.
You enjoy.
But
Do you
I'm gonna
spend all
spend
the money that
5
you
cars.
get buying the stuff that you like, or do you put money away, or are you just like, yo, I just made this, I just made $1 million. I'm gonna buy this car, this watch, these shoes, and then we'll go figure it out from there.
Yeah,
That's what you
I'm-
do.
I'm that kind.
So you live basically how everyone in the world wants to live, but just don't have the balls to live like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Simple, dude.
Next question.
Simple. Was it me or you?
I asked that one.
You asked that
But
one?
I can go to another one.
All right, fire
All right.
one.
Other than the Masters, if you could win one PGA Tour event, so no majors. If you could win one PGA Tour event that you've been to, what would it be?
Arnold Palmer. I love Bay Hill.
Yeah, I know. I've seen
I
that.
love
Your bank account loves Bay Hill too.
Your garage.
I mean, the golf course fit my eye. A lot of good story about Arnold. I have chance to take a photo with him once. It's a good memories. My dad, growing up when he's the best golfer, and I heard a lot of story about him that my dad telling me. So I loved his event a lot.
Yeah, he was. I had a chance to meet him too. He was the best.
Yes.
So nice. Took the time out to say hi to everybody.
Exactly.
He was the best.
The king.
The
All right.
king.
If you had the chance to go to dinner with one person on the planet, who would it be?
Can be anyone.
Yeah, anyone.
American,
Celebrity,
Thai,
athlete,
celebrity,
Thai.
Oh,
Me and
wow.
Colt over some Thai food.
Maybe Colt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thai food.
Arm, my guy.
Yeah.
I would love to try it. Sounds
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well,
That's a terrible answer. Dude. There's so many people. No, it's a good answer.
We can just go in and eat everything everything we want.
And
So
then-
that's the best thing,
And
right?
then go out and hit the big stick the next day. You know?
Exactly.
What else is there
My
in
big
life?
stick's it's just a stick.
You're-
It's not
yeah,
really
it's just
big.
like
I
it's
just
like
go,
an average stick. I don't know if it's big.
all right.
All right, end it.
Serious question.
Yeah.
Drew and I go to Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Who do the women like more?
This is a big dispute earlier. Who's got a better chance?
Well, it's tough to say.
Look at me right now, Arm. Look at me in the eye
He
when you
wants to
talk
say
to
me
me,
so
bro.
bad.
Look me in the eye when you talk to me, dude.
It's tough to say. I
Right.
haven't go out so long, so I don't know how to spec that the girl in Thailand right now. But you guys got a chance.
I like
We
it.
got
Hey,
it.
we'll take it.
I'll take a chance. That's more than I've ever had
You
in my
guys
life.
got a chance.
I love very political answer from
Very well
from the
done.
man.
Very well done.
Any plan to go to Thailand?
I would love to. I just need an invite.
Can we? You got an extra car we could drive?
Sure.
I don't know if I can get
well,
it's on the
transportation.
other side.
Cut this off. We can't hang out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cut this off. My wife doesn't
Your
know.
wife might be listening.
Done.
All right.
We'll make it happen. But Arm, that was absolutely fantastic. We appreciate you so much taking the time to come on the Subpar podcast, and we wish you the best of luck this year.
Thank you.
Yes, dude, you're the best. Thank you so much for the
Thank
time.
you. Okay.
All right, that was our interview with our guy, the Rat. Dude, that was fun. That was awesome. I promise I'll never get weirder on any tour player. That doesn't bother me. That's the one guy, and that was special for us here at Subpar.
I've always been a fan of him, but now I love this man.
I strive to live my life from this day forward, going forward, the same way that the Rat lives his life.
You're gonna have
Make $1, spend $1 on a car.
you can have 10 cars, but Marissa's only gonna know about 9 of them.
I'm going to go home and be like, hey, babe, I want to have my back against the wall because I feel like I perform better. I just bought a Ferrari. So now I just got to go be successful somehow. I think she'll be cool with that. She'll be cool. We have a very understanding.
You're right. He was awesome, and he is so talented too. Like the guy, he's gonna do such big things. He's only 30 years old.
He's younger than you think,
Yeah.
and he gets like more attention for how different he is, right? The vaping and all the different, the Asian John Daly and stuff like that. People forget he's a big talent. Like he's had big success in Asia, and I think now that he's playing full time over here, I hope we see some of the same stuff because nothing would be better for golf. We got a lot of villain talk right now. If you want a guy to rally behind, that's the guy right there.
Totally agree. He was fantastic, and hope we get to sit down with him again.
I'll fly to Thailand to do it again. If he'll have us.
He already said he would.
Done.
We're welcome.
All right, that's inked.
Maybe I'll play like the Thailand Open and you caddy for me.
No, I'm not
No?
in for that.
Too
Maybe
hot?
I'll play in it too.
Okay, we'll get you.
Dust them off.
All right, Sleazy, it's time to make our picks for the week.
Yeah, first time doing this.
First time, we're going to start at the Honda Classic, this week's PGA Tour event. So this is what we're going to do. we're going 4 picks. Okay, you get to pick one of the favorites, so 25 to 1 or better.
Top tier 25 to 1.
You make one pick out of the middle tier, which is going to be 26 to 1, anywhere up to 50 to 1.
Okay, I follow.
And we got to do 2 outside of 50 to 1.
Okay.
2 that are worse than 50
And
to
at
1.
the end of the week, we tally up total money won.
money.
We continue to do this through the end of the FedEx Cup. At that point, whoever has most total money won wins the bet.
And I'm going to keep track of this as well, so you don't grease
I trust
Mark.
no one in this building right now. I will be doing all the math myself.
Mark will probably throw in a couple extra dollars for you to.
Oh, me. He's got you winning Colt versus Sleaze every week, dude.
That's true.
You know?
It's 2 to 1 for those.
Yeah, I know. If anyone should be worried, it's me.
All right, so total money. Loser at the end of the year has to caddy for the other guy at Wisbrock.
Yes. Come on, boys. Come on, guys.
Right. We did a coin flip before the show to see who gets first pick, and Sleaze, this will probably be your only victory.
Daddy got it, of course. So I'm gonna load up right now. Top tier, 25 to 1 or better. I'm going my guy, English Jesus, Tommy Fleetwood. Love him. Drives the ball incredible. Been on a tear over in Europe. Just getting back to the States, playing over here. I'm going Tommy Fleetwood.
Well, this is going to be
and he's the betting favorite.
Because I have the same guy.
Oh, well, geez, you've ruined it already.
No, it's going to be fine because there's no way we picked the same 4.
No, 0.
So I'm with you as well. Tommy Fleetwood, incredible ball striker, very good in the wind. Finished 4th here in 2018. Finished top 20 last week down in Mexico City. He's 10th in strokes gained off the tee, which is a huge thing around.
Big deal.
Around PGA
Very
National.
wise pick.
Got to be in the fairway. So I'm going Tommy Fleetwood as well.
Very smart of you to copy my pick.
I did not copy.
You copied.
Okay.
Next pick.
Middle tier. I'm going to upset you with this one because this is one of your favorites.
I know where you're going.
You talk about him all the time.
I know where you're going already.
Sung J M, 30 to 1.
That
one
hurts.
of the best iron players on the PGA Tour. Everyone that plays with him just raves about this guy. How incredible he strikes the golf ball. So in windy conditions down at PGA National with trouble everywhere, I think it's going to be this is a perfect setup for him. He also shot 64 here on Friday last year. Rather good score
stat. Good
around
stat.
there. And I'll say this. He took the week he plays more than anybody.
Correct.
Took the week off at Pebble. Comes back to LA, miscut. Rusty, obviously.
Yeah,
he took 12 minutes off of golf.
Exactly.
Okay. Finished 29th last week, so he's trending.
He's rounding
better.
up. He's rounding
He's going to be there. He's 30 to 1, though. I like Sung J.
You don't got to sell me on Sung J. I love him. For the record, I'm going to let you have him this week. I'm picking him every week from this point on, so don't pick him anymore. But I'm going to go with another guy who is also 30 to 1 right now. I'm going with a little Florida boy. Guy with an experience down playing in that Bermuda, playing in that wind, very comfortable down there, and just been steady Eddie, steady as the ship goes. That's what they say. I'm going Billy Horschel, 30 to 1. I like him down there, coming off a top 10 at the World Golf Championship, Mexico. I like him, and I like him especially in the Southeast. I think there's an art. I mean, you played down there. It's different, right? I mean,
it is.
There's guys that grew up on it that are wizards out of that Bermuda stuff, and there's guys that came from the East or the West and go out there and they're like, I'm clueless.
Yeah,
on this
I feel
stuff.
like if you didn't grow up on Bermuda, like so many guys struggle chipping out of Bermuda rough and reading the grain on the green. So Billy's a great pick. He finished top 10 last 2 weeks.
It's like learning a foreign language. If you start early, it's easier. If you start late, it's tough. So I got Florida boy Billy Horschel.
All right,
my middle tier pick.
I get to go again.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going with a guy. So this is our bottom tier.
Yeah, we get 2 out of this
outside
category.
Outside of 51, we have to pick 2 because this is the hard. These are the hard ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Lucas Glover.
Okay, ball striker extraordinaire.
His stats are not good this year. His ball striking stats are down, but he's a guy that can find it at any time. Finished 4th last year at Honda, 17th the year before. Just one of the best iron players on the planet. Just hits it so solid, the wind doesn't touch it. Lucas Glover is my guy at 66 to 1.
I like it. And I'm going to do what you did to me in round 2. I'm taking one of your boys here, and I'm going to go Ryan Palmer, 66 to 1. Another great guy, Texas guy. Plays great in the wind, can flight the ball down, good putter, has a very good course history at the Honda Classic. I really, really like him. The windier it gets, the nastier it gets out there, the more I like Ryan Palmer. I'm going with him at my first pick, 66 to 1.
As long as he gets out of those bunkers, okay. He had
if
trouble
he's going to need to avoid the sand, and there are some sand traps out there. So I'm going to let that go, brush that aside.
That's
I
good.
like him.
He
I like
does
him
play
in the
great
wind.
there.
I like him in the wind.
Last pick. Who are we going with?
No surprise here, guys. Staying true to brand. Aphibarnrat. Alfie Barn Goat, our boy. If you have him on the pod and if he's on your pod and you don't pick him the following week, we'll never get anyone back again. I'm going Aphibarnrat. He's at a smooth 100 to 1. Might throw a little cheese on that anyways. Also good in windy environments. I just like him. I love him. I got no logic behind the pick other than he's the greatest player in the world and I want him on my team.
He's the greatest player in the world.
That's it.
All right, perfect. Well, I am going with a guy who's a big fan of golf subpar.
Okay.
Maybe a future guest.
Oh,
We'll find out
nice
soon.
tease.
Wyndham Clark.
Okay.
54-hole leader last year.
Yes, had a big week.
Finished top 10. Had a little bit of a rough Sunday. Coming off 2 straight top 20s. Finished 17th in LA, 18th and 18th at Pebble. Love the guy. Just drives the
Snot out
drives
of it.
the snot out.
Snot
Thank you
is
for
the
helping
word
me with
you're
that.
looking for.
Fantastic putter. I think he's a guy. The tougher the golf course, the tougher the conditions, the better he plays.
He's an up-and-coming star, in my opinion. He's the only guy, as I believe, last year on the PGA Tour, top 10 in driving distance, also top 10 in strokes gained putting. So 2 pretty good stats to be in the top 10.
So he's 70-1. So that's my guy. So to recap, I've got Tommy Fleetwood, Sung J.M., Lucas Glover, and Wyndham Clark.
Okay. I got Tommy Fleetwood. I got Billy Horschel, Ryan Palmer, and Barn Goat. Team Sleaze this week.
I like the Barn Goat. That's
yeah,
good.
it's good. Let's maybe make that.
He might like that.
He might like. We should have tossed that out to him.
Well, producer Mark, make sure you write those picks down.
I'm triple checking these numbers, dude.
Sleazy, another great show here on Golf Subpar. Another big one coming your way next week. We got the Magic Man.
We got the Magic Man himself, Gary McCord. By the way, this will go down as the pod where you and I speak the least in the history. You don't have to say a whole lot to get Gary McCord fired up. He's got some stories, though, so we should never interrupt that man when he's speaking.
Incredible stories. He is so much fun. Had a legendary broadcasting career. And like you said, we hardly talk.
I can't even remember. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to say.
But stay tuned for Gary McCord next week on Golf Subpar.